Hey beautiful people, welcome back to another word of the day with me, Marquita, founder and CEO of Glamour for Eyes. And of course, I'm your eyewear bestie because I am helping you see clearly inside and out with my G4E frames. And I'm doing something a little bit differently today. I'm doing a vertical long video just to see how it goes, especially since I'm on different platforms as well. So you guys tell me what you think, okay? So today's word is definitely a heavenly one, okay? And I mean that literally as well, because the word of the day is Empyrean, okay? Doesn't that sound like luxurious? Nice. Have you ever heard of that word before? Empyrean. Well, we're going to get into that. That word is literally rich, powerful, motivating. I'm going to be honest. It makes you literally sit up in your chair. Okay. And say it with me. It's Empyrean. Okay. Very luxurious. Probably something that you haven't heard before. Okay. And it goes perfectly with my vivid frames. Okay, we all about vision here, all right, both internally and externally, because when we talk about the word Empyrean, we need eyewear that's going to give off that celestial clarity and style. We need it to fit. Okay, you see it, you feel it. I know you do. I know you do. Anyway, so I'm gonna need you to go get your tea. I need you to get comfy. I need you to relax. I need you to grab your G4E journal. Hold on, let me show you what that is, just in case you don't know. You possibly have this one, Clarity Over Chaos. Perfect for this genre, this discussion of Empyrean. Maybe you have this one, Be Kind to Your Eyes, because they're the gateway to your mind. Maybe you have that one for your journal. Who knows? Maybe you have this journal, okay? Empowered women empower women to see the world glamorously. Who knows? Maybe that's not the one. Maybe the one fitting for this Empyrean discussion is Powered by Clarity. Whichever one, I need you to get your journal. Sit back because you're going to need to take notes. This discussion requires note taking. So the one I'm choosing for today is Clarity Over Chaos. I think that's fitting, don't you? I need you to get comfortable and meet me back here and we'll talk about Empyrean. Stay tuned. Now let's get into this heavenly masterpiece of a word, okay? Now, just in case you didn't know, the politically correct definition, Empyrean, it is a noun, okay? And it means the highest heaven, the dwelling place of divine light, pure fire, ultimate clarity. That's my favorite part, ultimate clarity. It's often used to describe something inspiring, lofty, sublime. It's like that place where peace lives rent free and doubt can't even find a parking space. Okay. All right. But if you're walking around quoting ancient philosophers, and no judgment if you are, we're not going to use that definition. The down to earth definition of Empyrean is a deeper clarity. Simple as that. Deeper clarity. The moment where everything aligns. Your heart, your goals, your faith, your vibes. It's that calm in your soul feeling when you're exactly where you're meant to be. It's like getting a hug from God because you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing that brings you closer to him, and you're seeing the benefits of it. Like you're following the correct path. Okay. Now the origin story of Empyrean, it does come from the Latin word empyreus and the Greek word empyrios, meaning in the fire. Okay. At the time, ancient thinkers believed that the highest part of heaven was made of pure fire and pure light. So the next time someone says you're on fire, just say I'm living my best Empyrean life. Okay, baby. You feel me? Okay. Now let's take that in. Empyrean, the deepest clarity. You're on fire. It puts you in touch, connected, because everything is how it should be. Feel good. Doesn't it feel good? Have you ever experienced that before? Are you looking forward to experiencing that? We're going to talk about it. So let's talk about why we need to have this type of clarity in our lives. Well, it gives us purpose. It gives purpose to our path. We won't feel stuck. All right. Empyrean actually allows your why to be out loud. You know, it guides your how with grace. You'll definitely have mental clarity. You'll make better decisions because when your internal vision is clear, vivid, you don't second guess your worth, your path, or your pricing, period, if you're an entrepreneur. You hear what I'm saying? Number 2, it elevates your standards, right? You stop entertaining confusion. Chaos. Clarity is over chaos. Clarity over chaos. You're not entertaining chaos. Okay? So no more entertaining confusion. You stop begging for crumbs when you were made for a banquet. All right? It protects your peace because we know that peace is power. A peaceful mind is stronger than a loud one. So Empyrean keeps you calm when chaos calls. Clarity over chaos, people. Okay? It boosts your spiritual glow up. This isn't surface level peace, people. It's alignment. It's when your steps match your prayers. When you're working in harmony with your prayers. Okay? And then on top of that, you attract the right people. The people that speak to that same energy. All right? You realize that your energy speaks louder than your words. So when you're vibing high, you meet the right clients, you meet the right friends, you have the right partners behind you, supporting you. Okay? And in turn, it protects your vision inside and out. You stop getting distracted by every shiny thing and you stay focused on what actually matters, right? You stop chasing every trend and you start focusing on your true path, what matters to you, what's beneficial to you and your goals, both personal and professional. And it helps you lead with light, whether you're a mom, entrepreneur, a friend, sister, whatever it is. So Empyrean clarity helps you be the calm in the storm for others. Okay. Empyrean is definitely contagious. When you glow different, people start asking, sis, sir, what's the secret? What's going on? You know, and you're just smiling and everything. And I'm going to need you to lift up your head and say Empyrean. Okay. And of course, these vivid flames. All right. And think about it this way. When God's standards and principles are a lamp to your feet, your path is lit. That's where true clarity lies. That Empyrean clarity, a lit up path, and no more stumbling in the dark. That's what that means. So how can we keep this going? Well, you need to create clarity rituals. And when I say rituals, I don't mean like and all that weirdness. I mean having a routine, a regular habit of focusing and building your clarity within yourself. I'm going to break that down for you. So whether it's morning tea, prayer, meditation, journaling, right? Put on your glasses, read a scripture, pray, read affirmations. That is what your routine should be like. I know for me, when I wake up, I pray to my creator, Jehovah. Okay, I pray. As far as scriptures, affirmations, of course, I read my Bible. I meditate on what I'm reading. I go to the best place for me, and I suggest for everybody. I go to jw.org because it gives so much clarity on things that a lot of people just question every day. And that is my motivation. That's what keeps me going. And that is my ritual. That is my routine. That is my practice for me to do that in the morning. And I do that every morning before the house wakes up. Okay? I do that every morning before the house wakes up. I try to get a workout in. But my spiritual workout is essential that I cannot miss because it inspires my inner clarity, vision, vividness. Okay? So that means when you have that ritual, you're not going to let chaos be the first thing you consume. Don't pick up that phone. Don't get on TikTok. Don't do any of those things. Okay? Pray. Meditate, read God's word, go to jw.org. That is what you need to start your day because that lays the foundation of how clear your path will be for the entire day. Okay? Don't sacrifice that morning ritual, that clarity ritual, that routine that you do before you do anything else. And that takes us to not saying yes to confusion. If it feels off, if it costs you your peace, if it dims your shine, say no. Protect your energy like it's your last pair of designer frames, okay? Make sure you stay visually inspired. Your space matters. Your view of things matter, from your surroundings to your specs. Choose beauty that lifts your spirit. Okay, don't bring confusion into that space. Make sure you empower your eyewear moments. Okay, seriously, like try on your best pair of Glamour for Eyes glasses. And yes, I said Glamour for Eyes glasses. Stand in the mirror and say, I see clearly, because you do. I decide wisely, because you will. I shine brightly, because that is just exactly what your life is about. Okay. That is that G4E glam therapy. You're welcome. And that leads us to decluttering the chaos. Mental clutter, emotional mess, physical junk. It blocks the light. Clear it away. Make room for higher thinking. Okay? Clean up your space. Be organized. Let it go. Make sure you surround yourself with Empyrean energy, okay? That includes people, that includes podcasts, playlists, the type of music you listen to, the materials that you read. Surround yourself with that. If you want to be clear, you need to be around clear-headed individuals. Individuals that are not going to bring confusion into your life. You don't want to read or listen to things that are not going to be aligned with where you're trying to be. If you're trying to be closer to God, don't listen to things that is going to pull you away. Things that are literally the opposite of what God's standards are, right? That wouldn't make sense. Anyway, definitely want to rest without guilt. Empyrean clarity requires fuel. So you're not less productive because you take a moment to pause, and you're more powerful because you recharged. Makes sense. And then you want to keep your why in sight. So whether you're a teen girl, a busy mom, a hustling entrepreneur, all of the things, when you know why you're doing what you're doing, that becomes easier, right? And then, of course, after your why, you're going to celebrate all of those wins, those small alignments. You know, celebrate that you accomplished something. That inner compass, catching that Empyrean signal, even if it is small. Okay? Anyway, enough of that. I hope you took notes. But I want to hear from you now. Put in the comments, okay? I want to know what makes you feel like you're in your Empyrean zone. Is it a morning walk where you look at creation and you are thankful? Is it finally balancing your business books? It should be a little bit deeper than that, but fine. Is it when your lip gloss, your planner, your bank account, all of that is popping, all of that is aligned at the same time? Whatever it is, let me know. Let's build a whole list of Empyrean vibes in the comments and let's inspire one another, okay? So listen up. I already spoke to you about my frames, Vivid, okay? These are from my Glamour for Eyes collection. You see them? You see them? Let me tell you something. They don't just help you see better. They help you feel bolder, crisp, confident, clarity forward, okay? When I put these on, I'm not just accessorizing. I'm aligning, okay? These frames remind me to show up vivid, not muted, focused, not foggy, empowered, not overwhelmed. So let me tell you something. If you're stepping into a season of purpose, passion, or peaceful grind, you need your vision to reflect that vibe. Okay? So grab you a pair. You can find them on my website. You can find them on my TikTok shop. All of the things. Anyway, did this word of the day speak to you? If you felt that Empyrean gave you that glow, if you had an aha moment, or if your soul just got a little bit more peaceful, then go ahead and do me a favor. I need you to like the video, do all of the things, subscribe, okay? Share this video with someone who needs clarity, more clarity than they, need another motivational quote, okay? They need to see clearly. Share it with them. Drop a comment, okay? In the comment, and I want the comments to be purposeful. So answer this. What gives you Empyrean clarity? Is it prayer? Is it journaling? I got my book, okay? Is it being around certain people? All three, I don't care. Let me know. Okay? Because I need you to remember that you were created to walk in light, not in doubt, not in drama, not in fear, none of that. Okay? Let Empyrean be your reminder that clarity, purpose, and peace aren't luxuries. They're part of your design, and you were wonderfully made. So straighten your crown, clean those lenses, okay? And move forward knowing you are being guided with heavenly clarity, as long as you're paying attention and listening, okay? And as always, from my heart to yours, see the world glamorously. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.